Welcome to another episode. Today the question is, what should I do to remove the negative thoughts out of my brain? What should I do to remove the negative thoughts out of my mind? So that is the question. So let us see some of the methods to identify and remove the negative thoughts or come out of the negative thinking. But it is better to go beyond the positive thinking also. And we will see J. Krishnamurti's and Osho's talks about the positive thinking side also. First, some extracts from NHS Department of Psychology. Negative thoughts are associated with negative feelings such as sadness, anxiety, anger, and hopelessness. Thought traps. Thought traps hold you in their trap. What are these thought traps? There are different types of common negative thought patterns. These are patterns. They are known as thought traps because it is repetitive. That occur whenever we think negatively. When you are able to identify the common negative thought traps, you can then challenge these by applying a more rational, balanced approach to our thinking. Searching for evidence that a particular thought trap is true can be an effective challenge for most thoughts. Then there are unhelpful thinking styles. For instance, someone with depression is more likely to dwell or ruminate on the past, whereas someone with an anxiety disorder will worry about the future. So with depression you worry about the past, and with anxiety you worry about the future. And perfectionism can also be unhelpful style of thinking. You want to be perfect in everything. That is totally unhelpful thinking lifestyle. Rumination involves thinking repeatedly about past events. So that is called rumination. If you repeatedly think about the past and worry about the past, then that is called rumination. Some people call it dwelling on the things or analyzing the things, how things have gone. You worry about why things had gone wrong. So that is rumination or dwelling in the past. Rather than continuously asking why don't we make steps to feel better? So what should I do to feel better? Instead of finding out what has gone wrong, why I am sad, ask yourself the question, what should I do to feel better? It is more helpful for the people to ask themselves what I am going to do to make myself feel better. Thoughts are not facts. The problem with the interpretive nature of thought is that we cannot trust them to be 100% accurate. We all have personal biases based on our own individual life experiences that influence our interpretations. Through your interpretation, you attach meaning to events, but still the meaning may not be entirely accurate, realistic, or helpful. So you interpret the things in your own way, and it is with a bias. It may not be accurate. The other person, if you think somebody has wronged you, the other person will have his own way of thinking or his own way of interpretation of the events, which also may not be 100% accurate. And what you say may not be, or what you think may not be the exact way how it has happened because of your own inherent biases in thinking. So come to the realistic understanding of it. Then there is something called ANDS. ANDS is automatic negative thinking. These are the thoughts because of this pattern just pop out of into your head without warning or welcome. These ANDS are, that is automatic negative thinking, or extreme, distorted and unhelpful ways of interpreting the event and situation, which is why they are referred to as negative. So it is an extreme negative way of interpreting the things, your own way of interpreting the things in an extremely negative way, and that pops up. That is called automatic negative thinking. Most people don't notice their automatic negative ways of thinking in response to negative situations. The thoughts become so familiar that you may stop questioning them. It becomes automatic, repetitive pattern. Any negative event, it brings forth the total negative thinking, the past, your own totally negative way of interpreting the things. It's so familiar that you stop questioning them, whether they are accurate, whether they are helpful. So that is with respect to the automatic negative thinking. So these are the ways of identifying the negative thinking. Come out and into the positive thinking. This is one way of doing the things. Then going beyond the negative thinking and positive thinking. Let us see that by first seeing some speeches by talks by Krishnamurti in India in 1961. What do you mean by negative thinking? If negative thinking is merely a reaction to positive thinking, which merely leads to conformity, then such negative thinking also leads to actions from another series of imitations and conformities. The institution is wrong, so I am out of it. This institution is right, so I am joining it. Both these statements are within positive and negative field. They are both reactions. But when the mind sees the fact, then its perception is from a negative state, which is not positive negative reaction. So if you react, say this particular institution or company or college where you are is not good, and I am going to join the other one which is going to be positive, then it is your action is not there. It is a reaction from positive negative thinking. On the other hand, if you go beyond that, understand, perceive what is the problem, then take an action, then that is beyond that positive negative thinking. So next is from Heart of Yoga by Osho. From that we will see some few lines. That is too much to ask from positive thoughts, because enlightenment is beyond duality. It is neither negative nor positive. So enlightenment is not positive or negative, it is beyond both. When both the polarities are dropped, it happens. With positive thoughts, many things are possible, not enlightenment. You can be happy, but not blissful. Happiness comes and goes. Opposite always exists with it. When you are happy, just by the side unhappiness is waiting for its own time. It is standing in the queue. So it is a world of duality. So when the positive is there, negative is also waiting by the side of it. When you are happy, unhappiness is also standing by the side. When you are loving, it is positive, but hate is waiting for its own time. The positive cannot go beyond that duality. It is good as far as it goes. But ask enlightenment from it is too much. Never expect that. Negative has to be dropped to attain the positive. the positive also has to be dropped to attain beyond that. First drop the negative and then drop the positive. That's what he says. First drop the negative thinking, then drop the positive thinking also, so that nothing is left. That nothingness is the enlightenment. When you go beyond the positive and negative thinking, then that is enlightenment. There is no more mind, because you are not thinking in terms of the mind. You are perceiving the things. You are acting on the things, not reacting. Mind is either positive or negative, happy or unhappy, loving or hating, angry or compassionate, day and night, birth and death. All belong to the mind. But you don't belong to the mind. You are beyond that. Encased in the mind, but beyond that. Enlightenment is not of the mind, it is of you. The realization that I am the mind is enlightenment. If you remain negative, you remain in the valley part of the mind. If you are positive, you attain the peak of the mind. But neither transcends the mental plane of your being. Drop both. It is difficult to drop the positive. Negative thoughts, at least it is going to hurt you, you will drop it. That is the difficulty. Even that we are holding on to it. But to drop something positive is very difficult because it benefits you. Negative is comparatively easier to drop. It gives you misery. It is help. But we even hold on to that. Hold on to our misfortunes because we are nothing to hold on. We cling to it as if it is a treasure. We cling to the unhappiness, old habits. And if somebody says drop the positive also, then it is very difficult because you gain pleasure out of it. You get improvement out of it. It is happiness. So to drop that is very difficult. The negative is ugly, the positive is beautiful. Negative is death, positive is life. So take the first step, first drop the negative. Watch how misery arises out of it. Just watch and feel. Negative is creating the problems. Drop that first. Then go beyond the positive also. So that is enlightenment. So with this we will end this episode. Stay with me for another episode. Subscribe to my channel. Share this video. Thank you.